8:30 this morning, and that means time for our high beam. And we are joined this morning by Uhrichsville Mayor Mark Haney on the move. So we appreciate your time, Mark. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. How are you, Brad?
Good. Well, pretty good considering it's Monday. We're doing okay. So got to get the week started sometime. Hey, speaking of getting a start on things, you did that earlier with some paving projects this year, but I guess that's just about wrapped up. Is that right?
Yeah, we're just about wrapped up. The only thing we're waiting on is Moravian Trail. We had a road agreement with AEP, and we're waiting to hear back from them on whether we've got an estimate to pave that piece of Moravian Trail along with Mill Township getting theirs paved. So we're waiting for that. But other than that, all of our paving is complete.
Well, that's got to be a good feeling before the snow flies to get that done. How much did that entail? I mean, how many miles or dollars were we looking at this year?
We paved about $220,000 worth of roadway. Newport Avenue, Indian Hill Road out there by you. Also, we paved a little stretch of North Water Street extension right there at the blinking light. East 11th by the stadium, and numerous streets on the west side around the park area, South Wallace, North Wallace. A lot of streets that needed paving, and they're completed. We'll stripe them here. We'll do the crosswalks here in the next couple of weeks. School zones will be painted. So
yeah,
complete them.
Everything by the stadium and the school over there looks fantastic. So good job there. But that's not all there is to do. Obviously it's always fluid and ongoing. But what are some of the other things that you're looking at going forward as far as project-wise?
Well, project-wise, we've got the North Wardell Street Bridge down by PartSmart that we'll be putting out to bid here, I believe, this month. And that entails a catch basin, box culvert bridge down there. It's more than 10 foot wide. And PartSmart down there, I don't know, a lot of people know there's been a job increase down there with the company down there, and they've moved to, I believe, 60 jobs now, and they're looking to get up to around 200 jobs.
Great.
And part of that is that they need good truck access, and we're working with ODOT and a couple other people to create that to increase those jobs.
That's a win-win for sure. What can you tell me about, I hate to use the word, but winterization? Are the plans and preparations ongoing here?
Yeah, we'll do our first dry run here in the next couple of weeks with all of our equipment. They brought it all in the other day to start inspecting it. We have 300 tons of salt, I believe, that are coming this week, part of our 400 and some ton order. And so we'll start prepping for that, unfortunately, getting ready and setting up how we're going to run snow call this winter. There's been some changes the last 2 years on how we do that. We don't get down the black pavement. We worry about hills, turns, intersections, highly traveled. With a small crew, we can't work 16 hours a day when we have major snows. We have to kind of break it up and come in and hit them and then go back out later.
Right. Well, hey, you got to safety first, so that's important. Speaking of safety, I think there's a big event coming up this week with one of the safety forces for sure.
Yeah. The fire department will have their open house on Wednesday, October 12th from 5 to 8. I know they're bringing in I believe they're bringing in the smokehouse for kids to go through or adults to try to see just how smoky a house gets during a fire. I believe they've got someone coming that's cooking barbecue. They'll have some different demonstrations. They always, this is the first year they've been able to do that in a couple because of COVID, and they're really happy to be able to do that. So.
What kind of equipment? I mean, how many trucks are we talking about? How many people are involved with the fire department now?
Well, Uhrichsville has we have we run our own EMS and fire service. We serve the city of Uhrichsville. We serve Rush Township. We serve Barnhill. We mutual aid every department around us. We usually have 4 people on shift per shift. And I believe roughly we have 20 volunteers also, 20 paid volunteers.
That's tremendous. Another thing that's coming up. Well, hey, by the way, the Fall Festival in Uhrichsville seemed to be very successful on Saturday. We saw you there.
Yeah, I was down in the morning and then came back in the afternoon. I had to speak in between at the Southeast Conference for the Fraternal Order of Eagles. I spoke on Saturday, and then I spoke again on Sunday at their closing. So, yeah, the Fall Festival was really great. There was a lot of people out. It turned out really good. It was kind of a cool day, but everybody seemed to enjoy it.
You spoke on your birthday?
Yeah, I didn't get my birthday off. I didn't get my birthday off. Last year I spoke on it. This year I spoke on it too. But the Fraternal Order of Eagles does a lot for the city and a lot for the school. And when they ask us to do that kind of stuff, I feel like we're obligated to do it. They donate a lot of money to us. And They donate to the K-9, the schools, and they're a good organization.
I'm sure you had a happy birthday though. So anyway, just thought I'd jab you there a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah, I did.
So, are there any other issues or things that the city council are dealing with? I know there was an issue for a while with a lot of feral cats, but you guys kind of took care of that, or at least that the program is in swing now, isn't it?
Yeah, the ordinance was passed, I believe, at the last council meeting. I haven't gotten any numbers on that. The council's ordinance committee does a fine job of creating those ordinances and working with the administration to make those ordinances good for the city and good for the residents.
All right. Well, is there anything else we should know?
Yeah, the service department will be doing a lot of brush cutting in the next couple of weeks. You'll see them out trimming some trees in different areas of the city, Johnson Drive, out in Wardell. They've got some areas there they're going to be doing, different areas around the city. We also got a couple big projects coming up in the next year, which West 3rd Street Bridge and Trenton Avenue project from Herrick clear up to Newport Avenue there. And so you're going to see them out doing some different things around the bridge areas, trimming trees back and getting ready for those projects also.
That's good. We need to prep before we can get to the big part. So it all sounds good. Well, best of luck to you and council. And then, of course, we're not too far away. We talked about winterization. I guess we'll be looking for the Christmas decorations and the parade, too.
Yes. We will be working with the chamber. They talked to me the other day about the Christmas parade and Christmas downtown, about getting businesses to decorate. So, yes, we're working with them, and they want to put a tree up again, which is something that hadn't been done the last couple of years, and we're going to work with them. Our service department will help them. And we'll also be helping them with the Park Over by Certified there in the city of Uhrichsville, getting all the decorations ready for that.
All right, good. Hey, it sounds like a good place to be.
Yeah, it's a great place to be. Uhrichsville's a great town to live in and, to work in and raise a family.
Well, I'm right here on the edge of town, too, so I appreciate you taking your time this morning. And we'll talk to you before, we'll get you before Christmas again to get some more updates.
Yeah. Yep.
Sounds like a winner?
Yep. Thank you, Brad.
All right. Well, thank you. Hope you have an extended happy birthday, Mark.
I appreciate it. Thank you, and have a good day.
We'll see you. That is Mark Haney, the mayor of Uhrichsville. And there you go. That's what's going on in the city. Our 8:30 high beam this morning on the BT Morning Show.